Hey everybody, welcome back to Paul Goes Outdoors. Joe Buddy Paul, and today we're going to make deer roast. This is actually one of my favorite ways to prepare venison or deer or whatever, we call it deer meat right here. We're a little bit unsophisticated, I guess. But anywho, uh, let me show you what we're dealing with here. Your camera. All right, right here. Here's our deer meat. It is thawed out. So it should be good to go for a little bit. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take it out, rinse it off, clean it off a little bit, make sure that there's nothing on it because we did, the processing part is done by us. So, we want to make sure that there's no hair or anything left on it, which shouldn't be, but you never know. And then we're going to put it in a water, salt, cleanse for the next 24 hours. So let me get this situated and I will bring you back. And we're back. So right now the meat it's still cold because it's been in the refrigerator. So we're going to take it out of the Ziploc bag. And just look at it. There's a few little ligament things on there, but nothing bad. So now I'm just going to take we got some over here back here in the back. It's still not too bad, but we'll get some of that off. If we can just pull it off. Nothing, too difficult. Try not to take too much of the meat with it. And it's not going to kill you if you eat this stuff. It's just real chewy. Most people don't like to eat it because it's real chewy. But the way I prepare it, when we cook it, it's not really going to matter. Just getting some of that off there. Anyway, I don't see any hairy spots, so that's good. We'll just take some warm water here. And just rinse it off. Okay. I've actually eaten the deer hair and everything. Sometimes we're not getting it quite as clean as it should be in the past. You learn from experience, but guess what? It ain't gonna kill you neither. So just this is basically the back strap. Sometimes a little warm water can help that stuff come loose. Like I said, though, when you pull it off, try not to pull off too much of the meat. Mm-hmm. All right, a little bit more there. This stuff right here is what you really want to try to get rid of, because that it ain't gonna hurt you to eat it, but it makes you feel like you're chewing on a piece of rubber. But by the time we get through cooking it, it should just fall apart anyway. All right, literally just washing it off. Okay, that's what it looks like right now. Well, sorry, I had to walk off the camera there and put the meat in the other bowl. Okay. I guess we got any paper towels right now, so that's okay too. Bring this over here. All right, now let me get some stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We have iodized salt. That's really all we're going to need. At this point, just take some and sprinkle it on the meat itself. Just a little bit. Bit over. The other side. I mean, I'm not saying to dump it on there, but, get plenty on there. Just kind of rub it into the meat. Okay. Okay. Now, let me wash my hands right quick. Now, the next part, we're going to take this and fill it with water. Just above the meat line. You ain't got to fill the whole bowl up. But just make sure you get everything submerged. Alright. Now we have the meat is completely submerged in the water. We're just going to take some more salt and just dump it in. Now what this is going to do, like I said, you ain't got to put a ton. What this is going to do is draw any extra blood or whatever might be in the meat. It's going to draw it out. Now, in the past, I've heard of people putting in vinegar and stuff, and that makes it disgusting. So don't do that. Don't put vinegar on your deer meat. It's bad. This right here, it'll pull all the impurities and stuff out of it. It should, anyway. I've eaten it this way hundreds of times, and nothing bad's happened to me yet. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit for 24 hours. At least 24 hours. And then we'll go to the next part. I'll see you guys in 24 hours. All right, and we're back for the second part of this video for making the deer meat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our deer meat that's been sitting in the salt water for at least 24 hours, quite possibly longer than that, but not much longer. It's cold. It's cold. And we're just going to take and get rid of the salt water. This is pretty easy. I'm just going to put it back in the bowl that it was in. And then take, you can use any marinade that you want. Right now we're using the Moore's Marinade Hickory Original. I like this stuff because it's not overly salty. We're just gonna pour it in and into the bowl, and make sure you get it evenly across the meat, and we literally just cover it with the whole bottle. So that's pretty simple, and then that's it. I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator, and I like to give it 24 hours. Sometimes at least 12 hours. But we are going to shoot for 24. But if we don't quite make it, as long as we give it 12 hours, it gives the meat, gives it plenty of time to just soak it all up. I mean, I just flipped it over, and the bottom that was already, because it won't submerge it, but the bottom is already starting to suck the juice in. So we're going to take this, put it back in the refrigerator for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, and then I'll bring you back. All right, welcome back to the third part of making deer meat. All right, basically we're going to be making we're going to put it in a crock pot, so it's going to be like a stew roast type made thing. So we're going to put I got some potatoes, I got some onions, got some carrots, and the deer meat. It's pretty simple from here on out. We're going to let me move the camera here. I don't know where I'm going to put it. About right there. I'm just gonna, and yes, I know I have a steak knife, but we're just gonna chop up the onion in the smaller pieces. I'm only using about a half onion, so, and you'll have to forgive me. I am not a chef. I don't cook much food, so I might not be doing this right as far as chef wise goes, but I made this meal a time or two, and I know you can put onions in it. And I know that you don't use a steak knife to cut stuff with like this. So I'm trying real hard not to cut myself, but that'll work. Because that's the one thing about it. Onions pretty much fall apart. Put the lid over there. Oop. We're just gonna toss this off in there. Let it fall apart. Break it apart, whatever. It should just fall to pieces. Let's don't put that in there. I tried to chop the ends off of the onion, but I don't guess I did a very good job. But, and you can put, to taste whatever you want in here. It's not that big a deal. So pretty much I just poured, put whatever you want in there. I'll just throw all the rest of it in there. And I don't have a cutting board or none of that, so we're not going to worry about all that. And I'm not a chef, so I'm just going to wipe my hands on my sleeve. These here carrots. We're not going to use this whole bag. Oh, we'll use plenty of them because I like carrots. Alright. And I'm not going to cut them up because I like my little carrots like that. Ooh, the onions are burning my eyeballs. Alright, we're going to cut up some potatoes. I've already pre-cleaned washed them off. So there's that. If anybody out there sees how much I'm struggling with this here steak knife and you want to send me some knives to cook with, that'd be great. I don't peel the potatoes, I just put the whole thing in there. So and believe it or not, I'm cutting these potatoes down smaller than I normally would. I normally just cut them into big chunks and throw them in there. There's that one. Just toss it in the pan. Alright, do it again. Try not to cut my fingers, cause that would suck. I get some views, but it would still suck. And all my animals or friends are in here with me because they can probably smell all this deer meat. Just dump them off in there. I'm still getting all this. Literally just cutting the potato into pieces with a really dull knife. It doesn't really matter how big of the chunks you make. It is what it is. You make it however you want. I stab myself in the finger. Alright. Put that off in there too. Normally I would put the meat on the bottom and put the veggies on top. And I probably should have done that this time. Alright, here's the meat we're all looking for. I'm gonna try to cut out some of these ligaments. But like I said, to me, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. I am filming. What are you doing? All you guys in the back that saw, that's my wife. She's in the background. Ooh. I just literally told everybody I was shooting a video in the kitchen. That's okay. No big deal. And this little piece right here. Get that off. I think we're looking pretty good. There's a piece right there. There we go. I hate to cut that piece of meat like that. I hate to give it up any of the meat, to be perfectly honest with you. But that's just me. Couple small pieces there. this is a big old back strap. One more pinch, and that pulls right off. You know, sometimes people want to do this before, you know, when they're doing all the soak it and everything, but a lot of times when you soak it like this, look at that. Look at that. That looks awesome. It's just, and I don't always do it like this. Sometimes I just throw the whole back strap in there. Look at that. Looks good. We'll cut this one right here in half. Look at that. Makes me want to just eat it. Put that one in there. We didn't have to ruin too much of the meat by cutting off the tendons and ligaments and stuff. And I'm literally just going to pour the juice that was in the bowl into the crock pot. And now we just got to put more water in it. We're literally just going to fill this thing up with, a lot of times I'll put like, I like to put corn and stuff in there, but I don't think we have any right now. So let me get another bottle. And I don't always use bottled water. I normally just put, I just use the same, but thought we might get a little fancy here. Lid on. And here's the thing. I put it on low. Put the crock pot on low and just let it cook. That's it. We don't touch this again. We'll come by and make sure that it still has pretty good amount of water in it. But other than that, we don't have to do anything else for like till whenever we get ready to eat it, which should be, you know, 10, 12 hours, whatever. Maybe even longer than that. As long as you keep it juiced, you'll be fine. So there we are. So, oh wait. I almost forgot. Whoop. I don't know why I want to put that in there. And don't forget to put seasons on there. That's some Old Bay we're going to put in there. And some garlic powder. Plenty of garlic powder. Whew. And some pepper. Lots of seasons. Don't be afraid. Alright, there's that. I'm going to take our little knife here and we just kind of stir all that around. Keep the meat down deeper down in there. And you are good to go for a while. So that's it for now. Video's not over, so don't go away. But that's it for right now. We'll be back sometime tomorrow or in the next 12 hours or so. So see you then. All right, guys, this is it. The final stage of deer meat cooking, which basically is a stew roast type thing. All I've done, it's cooked on low heat since the last night when I made the last video, and that's been, I don't know, almost 24 hours, I guess. But all you got to do to be able to cook it like that is make sure you keep enough fluids in it. And I just make sure that everything stays pretty much submerged. Hold on, I'll show you. That's the final product, you guys. That's what it looks like. It basically falls apart on its own. I really didn't do a whole lot to it. I took a fork and just kind of stirred around in there, and then it just fell apart. So let me set this back down. I have a bowl. I have a ladle, and so I'm just going to scoop out some right here. And try to get some of the veggies too, not just the deer, but there's plenty of meat in there. So, this is what it looks like. That is your deer roast, stew, soup, whatever you want to call it. So let's take a bite and see how we did. It's probably going to be hotter than a $2 pistol. That's what I'm talking about. And everything is literally just going to be kind of mush and fall apart. Potato and carrot. So good. So good. Again, super simple, not complicated at all. Fall apart in your mouth. It's just that kind of good. So now that I got this, I'm going to leave the lid on so it'll stay warm. And I just cut it off. So this we'll probably eat off. Well, actually we get eat off this probably for 2 or 3 days. But more than likely, it'll be gone by tomorrow. Probably by in the morning. So that's it. I'm gonna start plating and bowling it up, and feeding it to my family. So you guys make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more videos and all the shorts. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.